Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. Now, in today's video, we are talking all about salicylic acid, but more specifically, we're going to take it a little bit deeper, if you pardon the pun, to see what the benefits of salicylic acid are beyond just exfoliation. You know, we've all heard about BHAs and salicylic acids being really great for doing that in-pore clean. You know, removing all that dirt, the debris, the blackheads, the gunk that sits within our skin. But they have so many more uses than just as an exfoliator. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that in this video today. I'm also going to be giving you my top recommendations for salicylic acid products, which I think you should have in your skincare routine. But more importantly, helping you to choose the right one for your skin type, because like all products and ingredients which come within skincare, you need to make sure you're matching the one that you're choosing to your skin type and what you actually want the product to deliver. So many times you look on the back of packets and there's just a standard 2% salicylic acid in the product. Great, 2% is probably right for most people. However, you might want to go a bit stronger if you're tackling specific and persistent issues, but similarly, you might want to go gentler if you're looking at calming sensitivity or you have particularly dry skin. And so we're going to work out which is the best salicylic acid product for each skin type and concern, and just break down a few myths. So let's get into it. Salicylic acid is a gorgeous beta-hydroxy acid. It goes where other acids can't because it's oil soluble, so it goes into the pore, it gets attracted to the oils to remove them, so you get a nice balancing of the oil levels in the skin. But with the oil, it also takes out the dirt, the debris, the dead skin cells, and all the gunk that's just sitting in your pores, causing them to be clogged. Unlike glycolic acid or lactic acid, mandelic acid, it works in two ways. It does that in pore exfoliation, but also because of the low pH of the product, it also does a surface exfoliation as well. So you're kind of getting two in one when you use the salicylic acid. It's more than just an exfoliator though. If you use it in smaller concentrations, and we'll come on to the sort of concentrations you're looking for later in the video. If you use it in lower concentrations, it's great in a therapeutic ingredient in skincare. It's quite calming, it's anti-inflammatory, and so it's going to take away some of that redness, the irritation, and the inflammation that you have in your skin. That can be quite confusing for people because I think it sounds like it's an aggressive acid, and yet we're going to use it therapeutically to reduce inflammation and redness. Absolutely, in the right concentrations, and we'll come on to some recommendations later. Finally, it's absolutely amazing at brightening the skin and giving that all-round glow. I know we say that a lot about a lot of products. It's kind of like a tag-on that all brands say, and it will also create, glow and enhance your luminosity in your skin. So it can be a bit of a misleading claim, but for salicylic acid, it's absolutely the case. Because it's removing that surface level of dead skin cells, it's going to allow that gorgeous luminous skin to break through. Also, by taking out some of the clogs, the dirt, and the debris that's within the pores, the skin just looks healthier and brighter. So it absolutely will lead to a brightening and a luminosity that you didn't have before you started using salicylic acid. So as with niacinamide, which I covered in a video previously, which I will link there if you haven't checked it out, the two things you need to consider when you're including salicylic acid in your life is the concentration of the active ingredient and the delivery mechanism. So concentration, let's come on to that first. So if you are looking for an exfoliator, you're really looking around the 2% concentration. At that 2%, you're going to get a really robust exfoliation on the surface, and also the product's going to penetrate and it's going to do a deep in-pore exfoliation. So you're getting that double whammy, and it's fantastic. 2% is what's scientifically been proven to be the most effective as an exfoliator without delivering too many side effects such as drying, redness, and irritation. I wouldn't recommend a 2% salicylic acid to anyone with dry skin because it will be removing some of those oils, so it could exacerbate dryness. But for everybody else, absolutely fine as a perfect concentration to give a really good exfoliation. If you're looking for something more therapeutic, so you're looking to harness the calming, soothing, and anti-inflammatory properties of salicylic acid, go lower. Go for like a 0.5 to a 1% salicylic acid. That way you're not going to get too much of a drying, it's not going to cause any sensitivity, and you're going to get those therapeutic properties of the ingredient, which is why you often see it listed quite low down on ingredients lists. That's not to add any exfoliation to the product, it's actually just to calm and create a nice balance to the skin, especially if some of the other ingredients in a product can be quite sensitizing and irritating. Finally, if you want to push it a little bit higher, you can go for, if you have persistent blackheads, clogged pores, and you're just not finding you're getting the exfoliation you need from a 2%, you can push it a little bit higher. You can go up to sort of 4%. Some people go to 8%, but I find that's just, even for my skin, which is very oily and acneic, just too strong. So between a 2 and a 4% will just give you that more that enhanced exfoliation, that deeper pore exfoliation. But if you're looking at those concentrations, you need to make sure you have no skin sensitivity, because it could exacerbate that, and that you're not dry skinned or combination dry, because again, it's just going to dry you out further and it's not what you need in your life. But for someone with oily skin and persistent blackheads and clogged pores, increasing it between 2 and 4% could be really beneficial. In terms of your delivery method and making sure that you're getting your salicylic acid in the right form, you've got so much to choose from. You've got your cleansers, your serums, your leave-on masks, your weekly treatments, your spot treatments. You've got so much choice. And so it's really important to make sure that you're getting it in the right formulation. If you're dry-skinned, go for a cream which is going to hydrate the skin, it's going to have humectants in there and isn't going to leave you stripped and dried. If you have oily or acneic skin, then you might want to go for a gel formulation or a cleansing formulation, which again is going to help support with the eradication of the excess oil in the skin, and a little bit of drying isn't a bad thing if you have very greasy, oily and acneic skin. Now, we're going to come on to the recommendations of my favourite salicylic acids. And trust me, I have loads, because salicylic acid has been my go-to for years. As someone that suffered with acne and breakouts, honestly, salicylic acid has saved my skin. And so I've got some really good recommendations, some old-fashioned ones, some oldies but goodies, and some really new products which I've been exploring and loving. So I'm going to come on to them now. However, just to point out before we start, all of the products mentioned are cruelty-free, which is fantastic if you're looking to cut out animal testing in your skincare routine. I just think when we've got cruelty-free options, why shouldn't we shout about them? So all of the products listed today are cruelty-free, in case you're wondering about that, and they are all listed in the description box below. So if you want to purchase any of them, explore them, look at some of the reviews, you can obviously click the link in the description box below. So let's start with cleansers. Any good skincare routine starts with a really good cleanser. And normally I would say, if you've watched this channel before, you're probably saying you're a hypocrite and calling me out. But actually, I do normally say don't include actives in your cleanser. You're putting it on, you're washing it down the sink. So all that goodness, the antioxidants and all those other things that might be in cleansers are really just going down the sink and not doing a right lot to your skin. The one exception though is salicylic acid. That's because scientific studies have shown that it's effective at getting into the skin and working after 60 seconds. So providing you're following the 60-second cleansing rule, which I fully endorse, which is where you keep the product on for 60 seconds, massaging it in to really cleanse the skin, then actually you can get so much benefit from a salicylic acid cleanser. Cleansers are great for people that want to use salicylic acid in a therapeutic way, because it's not staying on the skin and sitting there. You can actually get a low concentration of salicylic acid, which can do its work in terms of anti-inflammatory and helping calm and soothe the skin, but isn't going to give you too much dryness, irritation or sensitivity. So it's a really good step if you're looking for therapeutic salicylic acid in your life. But it's also great for people with acne. My absolute favourite is the Inkey List Salicylic Cleanser. I love this product. It came on the market about 2 years ago, I think, and it was really hard to get at first because, like a lot of Inkey List things, sold out like that. But I got my hands on it and I absolutely fell in love with it. This one is a little on the drying side. I think that comes from the fact that it has got some zinc in there, which is great for controlling acne, but can also remove oils from the skin. It's got salicylic acid in there at a really nice concentration. So it goes on, there's a light foaming, but nothing too severe because it's got natural foaming agents. So it's not like a SLS skin stripper, but you get a nice foaming and it really does leave the skin fully cleansed, and you can see that all those excess oils have been removed. Now, is a little bit drying, so I think this is perfect for people that have oily or acne prone skin. However, if you have slightly drier skin, then I would fully recommend you reach for a company I adore, Alpha H. I have banged on about their balancing cleanser for so many videos, but actually, if you want to mix it up a bit and you want some salicylic acid in your life, they go for this Clear Skin Daily Face Wash. This comes in a large bottle. I think it's like £25. So the Inkey List one was £10, so super affordable. This is slightly more expensive, but you can use it all over the body. So if you've got acne on your chest, maybe you've got some on your shoulders, you can actually take it onto the body so you can get the benefits of the salicylic acid on the body as well, which is great. You can with the Inkey List as well, but because it's a smaller size, I don't think it lends itself to being a body wash particularly well. This one, absolutely perfect. You get loads and loads of product, and it's great as a body wash also. It's got salicylic acid in here and niacinamide. I love niacinamide because it's also calming and will help regulate the oil levels in your skin. So you're kind of getting a double whammy. It's calming, it's got some great extracts in here, and it's not going to be too stripping. Because there's humectants in here and more gentle foaming agents, it's not going to strip the skin, so it's suitable for all skin types. Again, patch test before you use it, but you'll find this is really gorgeous, does exactly what you expect it to do, gets all that dirt, debris, and just nastiness off the skin, but leaves you gorgeous and ready for the next steps in your skincare routine. Now, traditionally, that's covered the cleansers. Your skin is gorgeous, it's fresh, and now we're going to come on to some toners and some serums that you can leave, the leave-on products. These are the ones I usually recommend people reach for. The reason for that is, whilst you're putting on and washing off, you are minimising the amount of salicylic acid you're exposed to. That's great if maybe you've got sensitive skin or slightly drier skin. That's where a cleanser can really work. However, using a toner or a leave-on serum is really when you're going to get that powerhouse exfoliation and that real benefit from the salicylic acid. Now, for my first recommendation, I'm going in with the Pixi Clarity Tonic. This launched about 2 months ago. I actually did a whole video on the Clarity range, which I'll link there because I recommend you check that out if you're looking at some more salicylic acid options. That's a really good video to watch because the Clarity collection has some really good hits in it, has some misses as well, so you might want to check that out. I love this product. There's a lot of misinformation about this because a lot of people that have reviewed it have said it doesn't work, it won't work because the pH is wrong. Normally salicylic acid is found at a 3 to 4 pH, so slightly more acidic than our skin. This is found at a more skin friendly pH of around 5.5 or 6. So a lot of people say, well, that means the salicylic acid isn't working as an exfoliator because the pH is wrong. That's not true. So salicylic acid is much more forgiving in terms of the pHs it will work at than say glycolic acid, which has to have a very set boundary of the pHs that it will actually work within. So yes, you're not getting as robust an exfoliation from this product as some of the others will come on to, but it's still working, it's still exfoliating, and it's still giving that beautiful calming and anti-irritation properties of salicylic acid. So this is actually a really nice product to include in your skincare routine if you want a light exfoliation, but you also want some of those anti-inflammatory and calming properties of the salicylic acid as well. It's actually really hydrating, so it works for a number of skin types, which I absolutely love. And I think a lot of people are dubious to try Pixi because they think it's a little bit, I guess, I don't want to use the term teen, but it's got that quite fancy packaging that goes for sort of like the millennial generation. So people think if you're 30, the second you hit 30, Pixi's not for you. It really can be, and I love this product. It's fragrance free, which a lot of Pixi products aren't, so it's fantastic. It won't lead to irritation, and I think it's a really nice product that a lot of people can use. It's got aloe in there, so that'll calm, which is really great. It's very gentle, it's got those humectants in, and it's got a really nice blend of salicylic acid with also some glycolic acid and some lactic acid. Again, because the pH of the product is more in tune with your skin, those glycolic acids and lactic acids aren't going to be, doing a full strength exfoliation. But when taken together, it's going to give a light exfoliation with some nice anti-inflammatory properties. It's hydrating, lactic acid's going to help with that as well. It's just an all-round really, really good product. And so people reading it to filth online, I think maybe misunderstand some of how these products, some people might not want a full strength powerhouse product, and so I think it's really unfair to call a company out that deliver a really nice product that's suitable to a lot of skin types and call it out for maybe not being as strong as it could be. And this is a great starter salicylic acid for people that maybe want to try it but don't want to commit to a full strength. Now, if you're after the full strength powerhouse exfoliator, you know what's coming. Anyone that's watched this channel before knows exactly what's coming. And that is the Skin Perfecting BHA 2% Liquid Exfoliator by Paula's Choice. This is cult. You've probably seen it all over YouTube being advertised, and people go mad for this product, and rightly so. I love this. The pH is spot on for getting that full strength salicylic acid, which is really great. It's also got hydrators in here, so it doesn't leave you stripped and dry. This is a perfect product for people suffering with acne, blemishes, uneven skin tone, and excess oil. It will remove all of that in one go and just leave your skin perfect, ready to go into your serum steps. So I absolutely love this product. There are a lot of salicylic acid serums out there, all of them around the 2% point. There's Inkey List that does a fantastic one. You can get a Nip and Fab salicylic fix at 2%. All of them do pretty much the same thing, and so I've not mentioned too many because I don't think any of them stand out as being particularly sensational. They're great, and you might want to consider them if you want a serum rather than a toner. If you want something a little bit different, and maybe you're on the drier side, and you want to have you've got clogged pores, but you've also got dry skin, and so you want a full strength exfoliator and deep in pore exfoliation, but you don't want the stripping and the drying that can come with salicylic acid. It's quite hard to balance, but there is one product out there that I fully recommend because I've actually tried it and fallen in love with it. This is what I move to in winter when I find my skin dries, the central heating, some of the change in weather makes my skin drier, and this is what I reach for, and that is the Sunday Riley UFO oil. Love this product. It's got a 1.5% salicylic acid, so whilst it's not the strongest, you could go to 2, but actually I think this is nice to not super dry the skin. It's in a dry oil format, which is really, really beneficial for people that want a hydrating, exfoliating salicylic acid. beautiful. They've thought about the percentage they want to use, how it's delivered in that dry oil, so it's suitable for people with acne as well. But if you've got dry skin, this will just leave you hydrated, glowing and gorgeous. You put this on before you go to bed. In the morning you wake up and your skin is snatched, gorgeous, and looks really, really healthy. So I love this product. I love Sunday Riley, but I really, this is one of my holy grails from them. Finally, we're coming on to masks and leave-on treatments. This is what often, I think, people found their way into salicylic acid. They put a Clearasil mask on. Don't ever buy Clearasil, just as a side point. But, they found their way into salicylic acids by, buying a mask or a leave-on treatment. There are loads out there to choose from, and because you're using maybe once a week, you're not getting the full benefits of, say, a daily product, which I would recommend. You can use these once a week and use the other products as well, but obviously just don't use them on the days you're using your treatment. The Ordinary do a salicylic mask, which I'll link a video I did up there. Check that video out if you want some more detail about that. Good product, messy, very messy, because it's got charcoal, it's just black and gets everywhere. But it's a really effective 2% salicylic leave-on mask, which is great. I find it's great to just target it on like the nose and the chin where you get your blackheads. So that's a really nice touch. You can reach for the Inkey List C50 Blemish Overnight Treatment. I love this product. This has got salicylic acid in it at 2%. It's also got vitamin C. So if you've got an active breakout, this is a really good product to put on because it'll help support with the eradication of the breakout. And the vitamin C is going to eat away at some of that pigment and some of that scarring that it can leave behind. So this is really good if you've got an active breakout. But again, not really suitable for people with dry skin. This is for the oily amongst us. People will obviously say you could use the Ordinary peeling solution, which is great, but I haven't included that here because I've done quite a few videos on that. You don't need any more info on that. I'll leave a link to a video if you do want to check that out. Now I'm coming on to my absolute holy grail, and I am super excited to share this with you. So I love it when I find a new product that I kind of tested. This got sent to me, I tested it, and I kind of thought, it's okay. It's not something I'm going to reach for every day. It's fine. Used it. Quite like the results there. Try it again. Oh, really like the results there. And then suddenly you find, even though you're quite cynical, you falling in love with the product. This product is absolutely game-changing. It's a British brand as well, which I absolutely love, and that is Votary Blemish Rescue Oil. This is kind of a new brand on the market. You don't see it that often, and created by a facialist, a world-renowned facialist, which is great because they know how to deal with skin. So I always think you get really good products when you're buying from, a brand that's launched by a facialist or esthetician. I always think you get really nice products. This is gorgeous. This has got 2% salicylic acid in there, so it's great for people with blemish-prone skin and breakouts, but it's also got tamanu oil in there, which is super calming and soothing. So if you've got an active breakout, which I've been going through recently, I've been using a retinol and I'm just coming off that now. I've been using adapalene, just coming off that now. I've noticed I get a few breakouts just around the chin area and on my cheeks. I slather this over the face before I go to bed. I wake up in the morning, my skin is calm, it's hydrated, that salicylic acid has done its work. I've noticed such a difference in the number of blackheads on my nose, which is fantastic, and it's just really gorgeous product. Now it comes in at £35, but a little goes a long way, so it's up there in price. It'll be about $45. But if you want a salicylic acid that's going to leave you hydrated, calm, glowing, honestly, you wake up the next day and it's like you've got grown new skin, this product is gorgeous. It's non-comedogenic, so it's fantastic if you've got oily skin, and I just love the feel of it on my skin. I'm really into facial oils at the moment. I did a whole video on the facial oils from The Ordinary, which I'll link for you, but actually this is a really nice addition if you want an active facial oil. A facial oil that does a little bit more. Beautiful oil with that salicylic acid fix. Right guys, gonna cut it there because nobody needs a 40-minute video. So let me know what your favorite salicylic acid products are. Do you use salicylic acid, or do you just not think it's right for you? Did you know you could use it therapeutically, and is that something you're interested in? Sound off in the comments below and leave me your feedback. If you could give this video a big thumbs up, it would really help, and share it with anyone you think might be interested in salicylic acid and what it can do for their skin. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye.